Hello and welcome to Introduction to Sociology. Today we will be going over Chapter 4, Society and Social Interaction. All of the following information is directly from OpenStax Sociology 3E and their free online resources. You can find a link to the textbook in the description of this video. Thank you, OpenStax. Some aspects of teenage life cross societal boundaries while others are distinct. It was a school day, and Anaya woke up at 5:15 a.m., checked her phone, and began a few chores. Her aunt had gone to work, but had left a pile of vegetables for be cut for dinner. After taking care of that, Anaya gathered and organized the laundry, then woke up her younger cousin and sister. She led them in prayers, gave them breakfast, and dressed for school. Anaya was running late, so she didn't have time to record a full video. Instead, she took a few pictures and posted a good morning clip, updated her status on another platform, and went to check on the younger girls. 20 minutes later, Anaya was fixing her sister's uniform and calling to her cousin to hurry along. She loaded them up with their school bags and one sack of laundry each. The three girls walked the 2 kilometers to the bus station, dropping the laundry at the cleaner on the way. The ride to school took about 30 minutes. Anaya had grown up about 60 kilometers away, where her parents still lived. She usually saw them on weekends. She had previously attended a boarding school, but those had become dangerous due to kidnappings or other trouble. Anaya's new school was not quite as good as the old one, but she was still learning. She did particularly well in math and economics. After school and the bus ride back, Anaya sent her sister and her cousin to the house while she stayed in town with some friends. The girls sat at the picnic tables near the basketball courts, where groups of other teenagers and some adults usually came to play. She didn't talk to any of the boys there, but she had met several of them at her uncle's store. The girls recorded a few videos together, started on their homework, and after about an hour, headed home to help with dinner. Moraine, what did you think of Anaya's story? A. I think her life seems restrictive. B. I think her life seems unstructured. Or C. I think her life seems relatively typical. Phone num. Let me know in the comments. How does technology change a society? Chemical engineer Nithin Abraham specializes in developing protective coatings for spacecraft. Her work is being applied to other industries, such as art and artifact preservation. The amount of spending for NASA and related initiatives is often debated and criticized. If NASA spending can impact other areas of our society, is it more valuable? Pre-industrial societies. Hunter-gatherer are societies that depend on hunting wild animals and gathering uncultivated plants to survival. Pastoral societies are societies based around the domestication of animals. Horticultural societies are societies based around the cultivation of plants. Agricultural societies are societies that rely on farming as a way of life. Feudal societies are societies that operate on a strict hierarchical system of power based around land ownership and protection. Industrial societies, marked by rapid invention and methods, emerged during and after Industrial Revolution in the 1700s and 1800s. Included major changes in areas such as power production, steam, manufacturing reduced production time and volume, rise of urban centers, change in population distribution, change in wealth distribution and TABA, emergence of sociology, post-industrial societies. Information societies, post-industrial or digital societies are based on the production of information and services. And industrial societies are rooted in the production of material goods. Figure 4.3. Otherwise skeptic or hesitant villagers are more easily convinced of the value of the solar project when they realize that the solar engineers are their local grandmothers. Emile Durkheim. And functionalism. Collective conscience are the common beliefs, morals, and attitudes of a society. Social integration is the strength of ties that people have to their social groups. Mechanical solidarity is a type of social order maintained by the collective consciousness of a culture. Organic solidarity is a type of social order based around an acceptance of economic and social differences. Anomie is a situation in which society no longer has the support of a firm collective consciousness. Karl Marx and conflict theory. Bourgeoisie, the owners of the means of production in society. Proletariat are the laborers in a society. Capitalism, a way of organizing an economy so that the things that are used to make and transport products are owned by individual people and companies. Alienation refers to the condition in which the individual is isolated and divorced from their society, work, and the sense of self. False consciousness is a condition in which the beliefs, ideals, or ideology of a person are not in the person's own best interest. Class consciousness is the awareness of one's rank in society, figure 4.6. Karl Marx asserted that all elements of a society's structure depend on its economic structure. Marx and Engels. Karl Marx, left, and Friedrich Engels, right, analyzed differences in social power between have and have-not groups. Figure 4.8. An assembly line worker installs car parts with the aid of complex machinery. Has technology made this type of labor more or less alienating? Have. Maas. Max Weber, and symbolic interactionism. Rationalization is the belief that modern society should be built around logic and efficiency, rather than morality or tradition. Iron cage is a situation in which an individual is trapped by social institutions. Figure 4.9. Cubicles are used to maximize individual workspace in an office. Such structures may be rational, but they are also isolating. Figure 4.10. Who are we? What role do we play in society? According to sociologists, we construct reality through our interactions with others. In a way, our day-to-day interactions are like those of actors on a stage. Social constructions of reality. Habitualization is the idea that society is constructed by us and those before us, and it is followed like a habit. Institutionalization is the act of implanting a convention or norm into society. Thomas' theorem is how a subjective reality can drive events to develop in accordance with that reality, despite being originally unsupported by objective reality. Self-fulfilling prophecy is an idea that becomes true when acted upon. Roles and status. Roles are patterns of behavior that we recognize in each other that are representative of a person's social status. Status describes the responsibilities and benefits that a person experiences according to their rank and role in society. Ascribed status is the status outside of an individual's control, such as sex or race. Achieved status is the status a person chooses, such as a level of education or income. Role set is an array of roles attached to a particular status. Role strain is stress that occurs when too much is required of a single role. Role conflict is a situation when one or more of an individual's roles clash. Figure 4.11. The storyline of a self-fulfilling prophecy appears in many literary works, perhaps most famously in the story of Oedipus. Oedipus is told by an oracle that he will murder his father and marry his mother. In going out of his way to avoid his fate, Oedipus inadvertently fulfills it. Oedipus's story illustrates one way in which members of society contribute to the social construction of reality. Role strain. Parents often experience role strain or role conflict as they try to balance different and often urgent competing responsibilities. Presentation of self. Role performance is how a person expresses their role. Looking glass self. According to Cooley, we base our image on what we think other people see. Cooley, 1902. We imagine how we must appear to others, then react to this speculation.
Thank you for tuning in to Chapter 4 of Introduction to Sociology. I hope to see you in the next video for Chapter 5, Socialization. Have a great rest of your day.